Hi guys, welcome back to Prospect Channel TV. Thank you for always stopping by. If you're just joining us for the first time, please kindly subscribe to this channel and don't forget to give us a thumbs up, abeg. Waiting you are about to watch could shock you. What is actually going on in Finland? The Finland government versus Simon Ekpa and Nigerian government. Okay guys, let's go there. I will be right back. Thank you.
In this video, we shall be disclosing and discussing one of the biggest news and updates coming out from the country of Finland regarding Mr. Simon, a man held in the Kilamakoski Correctional Center. As we speak, an individual has promised to assist and to help Simon in a specific way. So the question here is, who is this individual and why is he promising to assist or lend a supporting hand to Mr. Simon? Well, in this video, we shall be disclosing and analyzing every single thing that you need to see and understand in this particular point in time. Yes, so to understand why an individual has promised to assist Simon, we need to go back in time. We need to go back to the 14th of December of 2024, when the Finnish authorities came out to give us more clarity. Showing right now on your screen is a publication which states that more troubles for Simon as Finnish government freezes his assets and accounts. As you can see, on the 14th of December of 2024, the Finnish government froze the accounts belonging to Simon, which simply means that Simon had no access to funds. He had no access to finances that would aid him or assist him in taking care of his legal battle and paying off his legal staffs. Yes, this affected Simon in a series of ways. Even his wife during that time, when Simon was arrested by the Finnish authorities, the wife filed for a divorce. So Simon had no assistance coming from family members. He had no access to his finances locked up in a series of bank accounts, and he had no access to his companies. 3 months later, things got really bad and really sad for Simon when the Nigerian government took a bold step to freeze all of his bank accounts in Nigeria. Showing right now on your screen is a publication coming from the BBC, released on the 6th of March of 2025. We state that the government of Nigeria freezed the accounts belonging to Simon. So at that point in time, Simon was going through a lot of difficulties, because showing right now on your screen is a detailed breakdown of his legal fees. Yes, this guy pays at about 800 euros every single day to his lawyers. Yes, just in case you don't know, Simon first employed a man known as Epka to be his lawyer, but Epka resigned a couple of months later and he appointed Carl Gumerus to be his lawyer, his official lawyer. Yes, so from the 21st of November up to this day and time, Simon pays these guys 800 euros every single day. Anytime his lawyer appears in the court of law, Simon has to cough out 800 euros per day. So to better understand how much 800 euros is in Naira, showing right now on your screen is a quick conversion. Yes, using the rate of 1,800 Naira per 1 euros. This simply means that Simon has spent a total of 1.4 million Naira every single day on an average. Yes, this simply means that this man has spent billions of Naira so far to deal with his legal battle in Finland. Over time, Simon received support coming from individuals in the USB government and some people who supported his motives. But as we speak, one man came forth yesterday to do the impossible. So the question here is, who is this man and what is he trying to do? Well, a man known as David Yonkoraj Mosanga, the individual who confronted the president of Finland in Tanzania during the summit there, the individual who asked the president of Finland, why is he holding Simon in captivity in his own country? This individual is an activist, a very strong activist in the world, and this guy came forth to do the impossible, something nobody was expecting him to do at this particular point in time. So the question here is, what did Mr. David Yonkoraj Mosanga executed? Well, to better explain every single thing, showing right now on your screen are the companies owned by Simon. Simon owns a company known as Epka and Co. OY, and also he owns a streaming platform known as Freedom Stream OY. So this activist, Dr. David Yonkoraj Mosanga, approached the Finnish government asking them that he wants to take over Simon's companies. He wants to put his companies under a trust. Yes, this is very simple. David approached the Finnish government asking them that, see, I know Simon's companies has been placed on ban. I want to take over this company. I want these companies to be placed under a trust funds. Yes, this is coming from Dr. David. So the question here is, what is a trust fund and how does it work? Showing right now on your screen is a quick description of what Mr. David wants to execute with Simon's company. It states, a trust is a legal arrangement where one party, the trustee, holds assets for the benefit of another, the beneficiary. Trust can be used for various purposes, including estate planning, asset protection, and managing funds. So this is actually very, very simple. Dr. David is asking the Finnish authorities to release Simon's companies and place it under a trust, where Dr. David will be the head of the trustee. Just in case you're yet to understand, let me use a typical example, something that happened in the Nigerian political scene. Before Peter Obi became a politician or the governor of Anambra State, this man had a series of companies, he had a series of businesses, and as we all know, if you're a politician and you hold a top government position in the country, you're not allowed to operate your own personal business. The only business you're allowed to operate is only in agriculture. So Peter Obi had businesses in different spheres of the economy. And before he became the governor of Anambra State, he had to fold his companies and put them in a trust. Yes. So a trust simply means that you are no longer the owner of that particular business and you want to put it under the stewardship of a different owner or a different trustee. On paper, you are not the owner of that business, but in real sense, you still receive funds which will be placed in a trust fund account for you, and you can access it when the time frame, the stipulated time frame of that trust contract has expired. This is the exact thing that Dr. David is asking the Finnish authorities to do with Simon's properties and Simon's companies. Yes, this is a smart move because this is going to greatly help Simon in the court of law, because this guy has spent billions of naira paying off lawyers and individuals who has represented him in the court of law. So this is a massive move coming from Dr. David. It's going to greatly help Simon in a long form. Moving on swiftly, Simon has also done something that will greatly influence his legal battle or his court case with the Finnish government. Yes, this man has done something that will not sit well with a lot of individuals who are currently planning against him or wishing his downfall. So the question here is, what has Simon pulled off? Well, just in case you don't know, Simon was advised a couple of days back, he was advised to get an African lawyer representing him in the court of law. That is to say, he was advised by top individuals that he should get an African lawyer that will also join Carl Gumeros in the court of law. These guys were like, we don't trust Carl Gumeros. This guy is a Finnish citizen. This guy is from Finland. We don't trust him. This man can dump your case the same way Ika Kopra did a couple of months back. Yes, just in case you don't know, Simon's first lawyer in the person of Ika Kopra at some point came out and dumped his case. He was like, see, I don't want to continue with your case anymore, because I want to retire from law and from the corporate world entirely. But as we speak, Ika Kopra is still working for a law firm situated in Finland. So many supporters of the USB told Simon to get an African lawyer, an activist that will join Carl Gumeres, just in case this man pulls off days before your trial begins, so that you can have an African helping you or backing you up in the courts of law. And as we speak, Simon has appointed an African lawyer to be his assistant lawyer. Yes. So the question here is, who is this lawyer? Well, as we speak, we're still trying to do thorough investigation and to do quick research on this individual so that we can actually tell you his name, his portfolio, and the companies he has worked for in the past. Yes, so in our subsequent video, we're going to give you full info and full details regarding this particular lawyer representing Simon. Anyways, moving on swiftly, while all of these things were playing out in Finland and in Europe, the tragedy was playing out in Nigeria yesterday. Yes, yesterday being the 19th of May of 2025, some individuals, some worshippers went to their church to hold a early morning service in KB State, Nigeria. So the service was going on peacefully and smoothly, but all of a sudden, some individuals riding on motorcycles came around and started shooting sporadically in the air. Unfortunately, a lot of individuals were unalived. The worshippers, these individuals worshiping in a church in an early morning service, were unalived, and some were abducted. And all of these things played out yesterday, being the 19th of May of 2025. This is a very, very sad one coming out from the country of Nigeria. And funny enough, the governor of Borno State, in the person of Zulum, is asking the citizens, indigents, and residents of Borno State to observe every Mondays as a day for fasting. Yes, due to the high rate of insecurity in Borno State, the governor as we speak, is now clueless, and now he has opted to fasting and prayer as a possible solution to insecurity in his state. This is to show how clueless the Nigerian leaders, our leaders, can actually be. Anyways, moving on swiftly. Yesterday, members and officers of the DSS arrived in Finland to proceed with Simon's trial. Yes, the officers representing DSS are currently in Helsinki, Finland, and they are there for one purpose and one specific reason: to testify against Simon in the court of law. But at the same time, a different group traveled alongside with the EFCC. This group are from the southeastern region of the country, and these guys are in Finland for a specific role. Anyways, in our previous video, we showcased and disclosed the role these other groups from the southeastern region of Nigeria will play in Finland, in the Finnish court, in the Päijät-Häme district court. Yes.
So guys, thank you for staying to the end of this video. Please, let's hear from you. Kindly drop your comments below the comment section, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Share this video, let it go viral. Thank you. See you in my next video. Bye for now.